Good day, everyone. It's Teacher Gab, and for today, we are going to talk about the Philippine curriculum reforms. The Philippine education system has undergone major reforms over the years, one of its most significant being the passing into law of the Republic Act number 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. This institutionalized the K-12 program, extending basic education to 13 years, covering kindergarten up to grade 12. And now, let's talk about the K-12 curriculum. The K-12 curriculum is a learner-centered program. Influenced by John Dewey, the K-12 curriculum views learning as a progressive process centered around learners. It promotes active learning, critical thinking, and real-life problem-solving skills. It also has a spiral progression. It is introduced by Jerome Bruner. This principle emphasizes that key concepts are introduced at a basic level, then revisited at increasing levels of complexity. The overall aim of the K-12 curriculum is to produce well-rounded and future-ready learners. This means becoming proficient in subjects while also developing essential life skills such as critical thinking, effective communication, and technological literacy. It also emphasizes career preparation, global awareness, and fostering strong character. For the implementation, the curriculum uses constructivist learning theory and features the mother tongue-based multilingual education from kindergarten to grade 3, connecting learning to students' native languages. Despite the significance of the K-12 curriculum, challenges persisted, as assessments showed no overall improvement in academic performance. A curriculum review was necessary to address gaps and enhance the quality of education. In response, the Matatag curriculum, Bansang Makabata, Batang Makabansa. It was introduced in the year 2023, and it has 4 components that focus on: first, relevance; second is the accelerated delivery; third is the learner well-being; and lastly, the teacher support. The core objectives of Matatag are designed to focus on foundational skills like literacy and numeracy. It simplifies subjects in the early grades to strengthen core competencies and make learning more manageable. Crucially, it prepares students for multiple career or education paths, college, employment, or entrepreneurship. The curriculum uses constructivist, inquiry-based, and collaborative approaches. Parents are also encouraged to play a vital role, especially in facilitating home-based learning in remote settings. Here is a comparison of the K-12 curriculum and the Matatag curriculum. You can pause this video so that you can read and analyze the two curriculum. To gain a deeper understanding of the curriculum changes, we conducted an interview with a teacher at a local high school in Bamban. And this is how it went. We asked 5 questions to understand more about Matatag and the K-12 curriculum. From your experience, what are the most noticeable differences in the content or focus of the K-12 and Matatag curricula for grade 7 and 8?
In my experience, the K-12 curriculum for grade 7 and 8 tends to be broader and cover so many topics that it can feel overwhelming for students. With Matatag curriculum, the content is more streamlined because it trimmed down what's less essential. This allows us to really focus on the most important skills and concepts. As a teacher, it feels lighter to teach, and the students are able to grasp the lessons better since they are practical and centered on what they truly need for everyday life and higher learning.
How has the shift to Matatag curriculum affected your teaching strategies or classroom instruction?
The shift in the education curriculum has made me more intentional with my teaching. Since the content is more focused, I can spend more time on mastery instead of rushing through several topics. I also use more interactive and hands-on activities, which give learners the chance to apply what they've learned in real situations. For me, it feels more meaningful because I can connect lessons to their daily lives, making learning both engaging and practical.
Based on your observation, how do students respond to the Matatag curriculum compared to the K-12 curriculum?
I've noticed that students are less overwhelmed with Matatag curriculum. They can focus better because the lessons are not overloaded with too many concepts. They also seem more confident in participating and answering since the lessons are simpler, more relatable, and easier to apply in real life. I can really see that they feel more at ease and are learning with more enthusiasm.
Do you feel that the Matatag curriculum addresses the gaps or issues that were present in the K-12 curriculum?
Yes, as a teacher, I believe that Matatag curriculum addresses the gaps that were present in the K-12 curriculum. The curriculum actually helps reduce content overload and allows more time for learners to truly master the essentials. It also makes learning more meaningful and connected to their daily lives. Of course, it's not perfect yet and may still need improvements along the way, but it's a good step forward. My only hope is that DepEd sticks with this curriculum long term because constant changes may disrupt both teaching and the continuous development of our learners.
Lastly, what support or training did you receive during the transition, and what additional help do you think teachers need?
Yes, we did receive orientations and a few training sessions about the new curriculum, but most of them were just introductory. I think teachers still need more practical and in-depth workshops, especially on creating materials, using innovative strategies, and assessing learners effectively under Matatag curriculum. Ongoing mentoring, along with ready-to-use resources, would really help us adjust and perform better in the classroom.
To wrap things up, this is my analysis. Based on the comparison in the local high school interview, the Matatag curriculum represents a critical shift from the content-heavy K-12 framework toward a mastery-focused approach rooted in literacy and numeracy. The teacher's experience confirms that trimming down content overload has directly led to less overwhelmed and more confident students, enabling more intentional and deeper teaching strategies. Although both K-12 and Matatag share the vision of producing holistic, competent, and empowered Filipino learners, while approaches differ, the future of the Philippine education depends on the continuous reform, teacher training, and inclusive strategies, ensuring that no Filipino will be left behind. That is all for today. Thank you for listening.